It's just turned 6:20. Let's enjoy this morning's story behind the hymn, and once again turn to Wellington-based songwriter David O'Connell.
Sometimes Christians focus on the idea of God as being completely different from ourselves. In this view, we think of God as high, as lifted up, majestic and all-powerful, clothed in awful holiness. This is not to say that God doesn't care about us, but that God reaches down from a great height to be with us and help us. Today's featured hymn expresses this view of God with a deep and beautiful economy of language. It was written by the Victorian minister of the Free Church of Scotland, Walter Chalmers Smith, and set to music by Welsh composer John Roberts. Here is the great, unapproachable God, whose light would blind us if we tried to get near. Chalmers Smith unpacks this theme in 4 verses, but the 3rd and 4th verses fall well short of the poetic power of the first 2 and have been replaced. Interestingly, the new verse 3 introduces a very different idea of God, that God not only gives life to all living things, but is the life in all living things. In this view, God is not distant, but right here, intimately bound up with our lives, loving us from the inside out. It's the paradox of faith that both views tell us something true about God, as our words and ideas break down in our attempt to understand. Let's hear this magnificent hymn.
Immortal, invisible, God only wise, in light inaccessible, hid from our eyes, most blessed, most glorious, the Ancient of Days, Almighty, victorious, Thy great name we praise. Unresting, unhasting, and silent as light, nor wanting, nor wasting, Thou rulest in might. Thy justice like mountains, Thy soaring above, Thy clouds which are fountains of goodness and love. To all life Thou givest, to both great and small. In all life Thou livest, the true life of all. We blossom and flourish as leaves on the tree, and wither and perish, but not changeth Thee. Great Father of glory, pure Father of light, Thine angels adore Thee, all veiling their sight. O Lord, we would render, help us to see. 'Tis only the splendor of light hideth Thee.
This week's story behind the hymn, Immortal, Invisible, God Only Wise.